It's fair to say this is an exciting day. We actually were supposed to wait 12 months for a vehicle, and we got the early phone call to say that someone had cancelled on their particular vehicle, and so it's only been about 5 months, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 months.
We ordered it in January.
So extremely fortunate. They gave us the opportunity whether or not we wanted to take this new vehicle, which we'll go and show you. And clearly we said yes, we'll take it. So it's a pretty exciting day. I haven't been this excited since I actually met Laura on Tinder. Can anyone guess what it is? Well, it doesn't matter. You're going to find out in about 5 minutes. All together. 3, 2, 1. All right.
Well, hang five. You take that away.
No worries.
Take the bow off. Go! And then you off Troy
Ludby 300.
Troy Ludby. That's exactly right. That's up to.
Very GXL we went. Hasn't given me the keys yet.
And what, have we paid for this? We need the keys. No. Oh, what a feeling. Actually, oh, what a fucking feeling.
Looking good, sweetheart.
Oh, what a feeling. Yes.
I don't know the feeling because I've got to drive my own car home.
Never mind. Yeah, first ever new car, brand new car. Who would have thought? 17 years of slogging it away in my own business, and finally being able to buy a brand new car. And especially after the last couple of years that we've had, this is, you know, I'm almost speechless. It's just such a good feeling. All the hard work's paid off, and I can't wait to take it on our adventures around Australia. So
Me either. Look at the comfort.
yeah, it's so room. I can't believe the space in it. It's just
Like,
unbelievable.
you're so far away, babe.
Yeah, I know. Welcome to the first 365 kilometres of our new GXL 300 series Land Cruiser. We've been in the market for this for a while, ever since they came out. We put an order in about 5 months ago, and we were told it was going to take 18 months to get the vehicle. It's only obviously just been 5 months, and we're lucky enough to get the phone call from Cranbourne Toyota to say someone's cancelled on their previous order, would you like to take this one? And we said yes please. We're heading up to Kakadu very shortly, and we want to get this on the road so we can take it. It's stock, very stock at the moment. The only thing we had Toyota do was put an Anderson plug-in, the Red Arc brake controller system, and also a tow pack so we can tow our caravan when that's ready, which is supposed to be now, but we're still waiting on that to be finished. We're going to keep it stocked for a while, and we're going to run it, and we're going to give you a quick review of what it's like for us right now in the first 365 kilometres, and then we'll review it once we're up in Kakadu, and we'll see how it goes off-road, through some river crossings and things like that. We won't go too deep because we don't have diff breathers or the snorkel set up yet either. In saying that, we're going to give it a good test, and we're going to give it a good review, a good honest review. We're not affiliated with anyone, so we'll tell you what the car's actually like. It's our first ever Land Cruiser. I've previously run a Toyota Hilux, if you're new to the channel, and my partner Laura, she's in a Nissan Navara, which have both been great cars, but we need something a bit more suited for long touring, and that's why we bought the Land Cruiser. It hurt the hip pocket, believe me, but after 17 years of having our own business and working very hard to get where we are, we're really happy with the result. So let me show you through the car. First of all, we've gone with the number plates, TL300. Now, if you don't know, my surname is Ludby, but it actually stands for Troy and Laura. So that's what we're going to roll with. Wow. I actually wasn't expecting that. That is so neat. There doesn't look like a lot of room to put secondary batteries and all that sort of stuff, but I'm sure they'll find a place.
It's probably hidden, I reckon.
Yeah, a lot of it's under a lot of plastic. Obviously, this is your air filter, and the batteries under here. So it's such a large area. I mean, it looks good. You know what I love also? The struts. These didn't come in the Hilux, and I put some in the Hilux, and it was the best thing ever. It just goes up nice and easy. You don't have to stand there trying to put a rod in a hole in the bonnet. Yeah, very good. I like it. How about we start her up? Yes, I know. It doesn't have the purr of the V8, everyone, but I'll tell you what, it's got a 10-speed gearbox that you will love, absolutely love. She goes with the twin turbo. Comes standard stock with all-terrain Dunlop tyres. I was considering changing these, but we've only got a few weeks before we leave, and I figured let's just test them out. We'll see how the stock all-terrains go. They're not as meaty as the BF Goodridges, which is what I usually run. Laura actually runs the Coopers, and she's found them quite good, and I love the BF Goodridges. So we'll give these a go, and we'll see how they pan out. Obviously, there's a nice big tyre wall there, so we'll be able to drop our pressures right down for those sandy beaches. We'll have a quick look inside. Once again, we won't do a full review on the car as yet. We're still getting to know it. We're still getting to know how the car handles, how the four-wheel drive system works. It seems quite simple, but we want to put it through its tracks, and then we'll give you a proper rundown. So come inside the vehicle. There's a beautiful, I believe, 9-inch LCD screen with Apple CarPlay. I've only had it for a day or so, but what we've found is the screen is very easy to read whilst you're driving. We love the space inside the vehicle. It's massive. It seems so much room in the front and the rear as well, which is great for our passengers, which is usually my son and my dad that we take away with us on occasions. And you know, when you're traveling long distances, which we do, you want comfort. That's the key. As far as the car handles, I was really noticed the speed and the pickup speed of the 10-speed gearbox. Unbelievable, and it just doesn't clunk through the gears. It's nice and smooth. You constantly got to look down at your speedo, because you'll go, you know, to 110, 120 kilometers in a blink of an eye, and you don't even realize you're doing it. Rolling around corners, once again, just smooth around the corners. Can't fault it at this stage. So the buttons on the dash are quite simple, and it looks like there's a lot going on, but it's actually not too bad. You've got your drive mode, your four-wheel drive select mode, which you turn through, and it'll show you either sport, normal, But if we hit into, we want a four-wheel drive mode, we can cruise down to auto, dirt, sand, mud, deep snow. So if you're a beginner four-wheel driver, you would keep it on auto, especially if you're on dirt roads and things. So it's constantly four-wheel drive, and then you have your hill descent as well, which gives you control going down steep descents. Then your high 4, which it stays in, you just push your button, drop it down to low 4, and that's automatically in low range. Okay, so it's quite simple. Then you have your traction control and stuff like that. It's got dual heating and cooling on either side. It has controlled cooling in the rear as well, which is a great feature for passengers. Another little great feature that we really love is the phone charger, which is right here. So you can turn this on, sit your phone directly onto that, and it will charge automatically without having to have the cable in. One thing which I'm not sure whether we can change or not, which I thought was a little bit disappointing, is the fact that you need to plug your phone in to actually get your Apple CarPlay. Now, I could be wrong. Like I said, we haven't played around with it much, but at the moment, that's how we're running our Apple CarPlay. I'm not sure if you could Bluetooth it through there or not. If you know, leave us a comment in below.
It's possibly when the app works, then you might be able to use it.
Yeah, there's a Toyota app as well. The app's down at the moment. Not sure why, but it gives you discounted fuel and all that sort of stuff, which we haven't used yet. Obviously, the app's down, so we haven't signed up to it. This is another great feature. The center console. You can open it from both sides. So if someone's driving or vice versa, or even if you're in the back, you can open from the back as well. Button there, so if someone wants to reach over from the back, they just push the button at the back there. All right, massive glove compartment, huge. We haven't put many things in there. Obviously, it's the first time that we've taken it out, hence why it's a little bit dirty. We've just taken it for a little river crossing, just to test some four-wheel drive features on the car, and it handled it no worries. And obviously, we've gone the rubber mats for good reason. Okay, I'll take you around to the back of the vehicle. All right, in the back seat. Now this, fair dinkum, there's so much room. Right. If you're a big person, you need to get yourself a Land Cruiser. There's heaps of room in the back here. You've got some USB ports. You've also got your cigarette lighter port. Obviously your rear cooling. That was on high, so it was so loud. One thing that I would say, it would have been nice to have a fold down cup holder in the middle here for, you know, two people. So Land Cruisers, Toyota sort of let themselves down a little bit there for something that's probably quite simple to put in. And also, you know, having pockets in the back of the seat here. We haven't put any seat covers on as yet. That's one thing with the Land Cruiser, and because it's so new, there's still a lot of R&D stuff that needs to be done with bull bars and you know, making things actually fit the vehicle. So we need to wait until that's been approved and tested and manufactured. So that's still about, you know, 3 or 4 months away, which is a bit of a bugger, but you know, you can't have everything at once, especially in this day and age. Right, I think that's about it for the rear. There's not much to talk about here apart from heaps of room, good air conditioning. Could actually do with some reading lights as well on the top. So up here, you've only got this one light here in the center, and I don't think it'd be too difficult to put a couple of little reading lights there that shine back this way so it doesn't affect the driver. But other than that, it seems to work well. These seats also fold up in the back here. I think it would have been a bit nicer if they just folded straight down. They actually might. I haven't looked right into it, but I think that they fold right up like this. And I would have thought it'd probably be better if it just, well, they can stay down like that. So there you go. we haven't used that system yet. But if you wanted to throw a mattress in here and have a quick overnighter for camping or whatnot, it's ample room. So another great feature. All right, we'll go through the back of the vehicle. All right, so at the rear of the vehicle, we have one door. Usually it's the twin doors. A lot of people like that feature. They don't like this just one door. Personally, I don't mind it. I like the fact that you can stand under here, it's pouring rain. You can still sit down on the rear of the vehicle. We'll end up putting a fridge here and stuff later on down the track. But there's ample boot space. I think they've done really well here. There's plenty of room. As you can see, it's a 7-seater, so another seat pops up here. And you're not going to put an adult in the back there, but you know, why would you? You know, but if you've got a few kids, kid could sit in the back there quite easily. The seat folds down. Pull the headrest down. So it's quite simple. Flattens right off. Perfect. The other thing that I love, I believe this is a 1000-watt inverter that they've put in the vehicle. So at the moment we're charging, you know, we can charge anything that's got a power plug to it, which is great. And I might even just wire the fridge directly into that. We'll see what happens down the track. But yeah, that's it. I mean, heaps of room. Your jack is just under this little pocket here. You still have your air conditioning, which is run from the back seat there. So your vents here, you've got some handles, some cup holders, your USBs. Got a USB here, which is, I think it's a C port. But yeah, so plenty of room for the kids. Some little lights at the back there. There's many things that we can change in the rear of this vehicle, but we take our dog Coco to a lot of places, and she actually suffers from a bit of anxiety in the car. And you know, when we picked her up yesterday, she's trying to get into the back seat and then tries to get into the front seat because she just wants to be close to us. So we're going to leave a section here and we'll put a dog cage in, which we've just purchased, and hopefully that calms her down a little bit. But there you go. That's it. That's the quick run around of the Toyota 300 series Land Cruiser. Obviously, once we've used the vehicle a lot more and we've done a lot more kilometers, we'll do a proper run through and we'll go right through. We'll even look at the engine bay and what we're going to do there with dual fuel filters. Yeah, there's so many other things that we're going to do. We'll put a snorkel on it. We'll put a bull bar once the R&D is done on the bull bar, and we'll also run a winch in case we need to winch ourselves out of any situation. So thanks again for watching. Hopefully you like this video. If you do, please comment below, like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. We love your support, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, let's make a move.